Hello and welcome to Paint by Blunders. This is video 1 in our latest collaboration with Merlin's Miniatures. Now, our first collaboration was doing Project Baneblade, where we restored a 1999 Imperial Guard Baneblade. Now, this is collaboration project 2, and this is Project Phantom. We will be doing a 1989 Eldar Phantom Titan. Now, this thing is huge. I'm so excited to be part of this project and to get my teeth into this project. Now, I'm waffling. Let's see what's in the box. So let's get this box open. Now, I have not seen one of these before, so I was super excited to dive in and have a look. Now, with this model, there are so many big, clean panels, so this is already screaming to me for some nice gradients and airbrushing. There is a little bit of damage on certain bits that we're going to sort of start repairing now, but we might do some more repairs down the line. And yes, there is literally holes in the shoulders to bolt this thing together. So the first thing I did was get some Milliput and some epoxy putty and just try to sculpt in some of the worst bits of damage, just trying to make it as sort of unnoticeable as possible. So I also found out from a little bit of research that I believe this is actually an upscaling of the 1989 Epic version, and that is why it has so many large clean panels, because it is essentially just a upscaled direct version of that model. I don't know how true that is. That's just from the research I found online. So if you know any more, do comment below. And just to find out more information about this awesome model. There was a breakage on one of these sort of back spines. I don't really know what to call them. But again, I've patched it in and I'm going to sand it down later. And as I say, this is part 1 in a 3-part series. Part 1, we're just going to get it prepped and get it ready to put some paint on, when hopefully you guys will help us decide exactly how it's going to look. So I wanted to just show you this fully built like this for scale, because this guy's going to take a lot of paint and a lot of effort, and I'm super excited to get into this. So the original shoulders, someone decided to put these Khorne symbols on, which don't play with knives, ladies and gentlemen, because you could cut yourself. And I've just been trying to get these off with a knife, but I'm going to have to take it to the toolbox and get a tiny little chisel and a hammer. Some itty bitty teeny weeny 600 grit Sandorini. And we're going all over the model and all over the Milliput, because I want to give it a good grippy base for when I prime it shortly with a couple of rattle cans. Just because this has been dusty, grimy, I don't know how well they primed it originally, so I want to give it the best base possible. So I believe this is the upscaled armor cast version, based off this little epic dude. And it came with the missile launchers on the shoulder, the D cannon and the Phantom Pulsar as well. This thing was built to slap, and I believe updated in 2010. As always with these videos, we would love for you guys to collaborate with us as well. So how do you want to see me paint this? If you put your suggestions in the comments below, we'll start looking at them all, and the one essentially with the most votes will probably get picked. So after some vigorous sanding and my hands looking like I committed a crime against a smurf, this was ready to prime after I gave it a little bit of a clean to get rid of that residue from the parts. And cleaning it literally was just having a bit of IPA on a microfibre cloth and just giving it a rub all over. After I gave this a good clean, I went up into my loft space, because the weather's not been great here at the moment, and I gave this a good prime with a couple of rattle cans and gave it a nice little xenophil. And this was the result. Now, like we said, this is just our starting position, and we want you guys to help us decide how you want this painted. This absolute beautiful behemoth. Let's go, let's get it done. Comments below. So thank you very much for checking out video 1 in Project Phantom. Now, do please consider subscribing, hitting the bell to be kept up to date whenever this project moves forward, and all the other videos that I plan on putting out on the channel. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.